Times are tough right now. With all the things going on around the country, the riots, the protesting, the tearing down of statues, it's time to talk about the most important things. My opinions on Antifa and the white supremacist Nazis. Actually, no, I'm just going to talk about something else because, you know, I think this personally is a bigger deal. Let's talk about the Legend of Zelda fandom.
Oppressing you, oppressing me, the painless of technology, no one is free.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Medspeds, and I want to talk about video games because I love video games, even though I'm not supposed to because they're problematic. But I play them anyway, but don't worry, I yell at the screen anytime I see something problematic, like the screen will hear what I'm saying, even though they don't. But I wanted to make a video to address some of the most problematic things in The Legend of Zelda, one of my favorite games, along the side of Pokemon. Breath of the Wild was recently released, and it was given 10 stars out of 10. 5 out of 5 thumbs, I guess. I don't know, it got really good reviews. But I failed to see a lot of criticism with the problematic natures of the game. I managed to run across one article talking about the rampant transphobia, which I'll get to later in this video. But I want to talk about something I think is more important. Well, not more important, but I just want to talk about this first. So, I'll do that. Goronophobia. It's a thing. If you know about Zelda, you'll know that there are several, like, little classes of people. There's Zoras and Gerudos. Those are empowered women of color. They're the best. Gorons and the Skybird peoples. Koroks, I think. They're like little tree people things. And then, of course, Hylians, which are humans, but they have the elf ears. I don't know. I didn't read the Historia. I don't know. With these different races of characters in this game, there has sprung up a lot of fan art. That's good. Fan art, fandom's great, important. When I go on the internet, more specifically on Tumblr, and I look for, you know, yaoi, or whatever the hell you call that, Japanese drawings of people having sex and stuff, it seems that the Gorons are usually excluded when it comes to weird, creepy sex pictures, and I think that's a problem in our society. So we're not going to worry about the protesting, and we're not going to worry about, you know, all the Nazis and stuff like that. Let's focus on fandom art. There are 2 reasons why these Gorons are not seen as attractive. 1, because they're people of color, they're brown, they obviously represent black people, and B, they're fat. I mean, I guess they're buff. I think they're made out of rocks, but they're large. They're not slender. They don't have a Victoria's Secret physique. And that is very, you know, progressive of the creators of Zelda to create such a dynamic race of people, but it's not very good that the community isn't drawing them getting fucked. When I did a quick Google search, I saw lots and lots of pictures of course, Link and Zelda getting it on, even though they never will. Get over it. It's not gonna happen. I saw that Zora fish chick. A lot of people think she's hot. Even some people with the bird, the asshole bird that's full of himself that should have just been written out of the game entirely, he was getting some dick, you know. It was cool, whatever. Go him. But the Gorons, I've yet to see many Goron porn, and I think that's a problem, you know. I think that we should be more inclusive and make sure to include Gorons in our sexual fantasies. And you know what I think the main problem with all this is? That fucking Prince Sidon, man. He seems to dominate. Everybody wants the claspers. Everybody wants those double shark penis. Oh, yes. Oh, Prince Sidon. Oh, I want to play with your claspers. Oh, please give me both of your shark penises. Oh. Prince Sidon is tall, he's buff, he's all optimistic and, yeah, like this the whole time. He has a nice set of teeth, probably has, you know, private health insurance and can get normal cleanings because he's a prince, and, you know, people that have that high status have access to better healthcare than a Goron would, living all the way out in the middle of Death Mountain. I mean, fuck, they seclude these people to Death Mountain. This is a cultural reference to the struggle that people of color have went through for billions of years under the imperialistic, capitalistic, patriarchal monster. Zelda, you're doing good at making a cultural critique on society, but the fandom, you're not. I want you, if you draw, if you have like one of those tablets where you draw, I want you to draw a Goron getting fucked. That's activism. It is. Let Link insert himself into the Goron rock butthole, I guess, or vagina, depending on their gender. I mean, I don't know if that would feel good, but you better draw it, because like I said, people of color, obese. They need to get fucked too. So let's move on to the second part of this video and bring up the rampant transphobia that happened in the Gerudo chapter of the game. So the Gerudos, being very, very, very empowered women of color, do not let men enter their society, which is good. I think we should all learn from the Gerudo people and, you know, exclude men from society. However, they have a beautiful trans woman who sits upon a rock and tries to fuck Link, but Link don't want to hit that. Why doesn't Link want to hit that? Is it because she's trans? Is it because she's a woman of color? Yes. So is really Link, is he even a protagonist at this point? Seems like he's an oppressor, a white cishet oppressor. So Nintendo, you failed when it came to transphobia. Sure, you did a good job with the cultural context of the Gorons living in Death Mountain and all that kind of stuff, imperialism, I covered that already. But you should have made that Gerudo trans woman the lead of the game, and whatever you do, don't make any jokes at her expense. I mean, what was that? That was just absolutely sickening. When I saw that part in the game, I actually lit my TV on fire, and I didn't even get to finish it, so who knows what happens to the Calamity again, and we don't know. But we could do better. So, all my fans, all millions of you, I need you to write a letter to Nintendo. You need to get them to rewrite Breath of the Wild. You need to make sure that they put that trans woman as the main lead of the game. Get rid of Link. Old news. I mean, they put him in a blue outfit anyway. What the fuck were they thinking there? And we need to get our grips on the fandom. Anyone that draws Zelda porn, make sure to just draw in a Goron, like, on top of it, and then just submit it somewhere. Because that in itself is activism, that in itself is taking down the white cis hetero patriarchy by tackling fandoms, because we all know news and entertainment and media and all that kind of stuff is directly correlated with rights. Hello. But yeah, there's a lot of things that can be improved upon in the Zelda community, and I guess like the rest of America and Donald Trump and all that stuff too, but like I said, I'm not really too submerged in that at the moment. I'm just going to focus on video games. I'm like Anita Sarkeesian, you know, you can give me thousands of dollars. She talks about video games. Give me thousands of dollars. Do it, please. Anyway, so that pretty much is it. I just wanted to bring up that injustice in the world and hopefully draw some attention to it. Like I said, draw Goron dicks. And subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Give me likes, give me Patreon, give me Super Chat, give me just like, you know, anything that you can give me, anything that I can take from you and it becomes part of me and gives me joy. I want it, so send it, or you're a bad fan and you can fuck yourself. Bye.